1 minute. So I have done the payment, but it's not reflecting here. Done. So 3 steps completed, 2 more steps pending. One is, I think, authentication. Primary purpose of account registration. I am a student, personal use, ownership type, individual, PAN card, 1995, 04, 18. Mm. Let me upload my PAN. What I'll do, I'll create account. Okay, I'll provide you access to all you people, all the three. Okay, and let you people check that one and let me know you are able to access the AWS or not. Okay, 6185F. Okay. Remember, do not use root user account. Okay, in the real time scenario, most of the times they create admin roles and they will provide the access to the users. So that's it. We have created the account. So I'm into the AWS. Okay. Let me go to this AWS home. Okay. Let me start with IAM role. Okay. Here we have an option to search. You are able to hear, right? My screen is visible, right?
Yeah, we can see and we can hear.
So let me go to IAM. Let me go here. Let me create a user. Create user. username. So yeah, paste your mail IDs in the chat. I will add it here. One by one. Okay, okay, okay. Done. Next. Add user to the group existing. No, copy all group permission attach management, then attach policies directly. Copy administrator access means complete access. Okay. Let me click on next. Okay. Create user. Let me download the CSV, share with you. Okay, the first one, try to log in. Okay, in the document, right, there is a URL. In the Excel itself, you will have a URL, username and password. Just copy and paste the URL, log in, and let me know you are able to access it or not. Let
Okay.
me add the remaining
Yes,
two
sir.
into the user list. Let me add it again. I forgot to download that. Download CSV. Confirm me once you are able to access. Okay.
We're supposed to sign in with without the root user,
I'll
right?
show you then. I'll show you. No worries. Okay. This is. I think you three people got the sheets, I'm assuming. Okay. Just to open the sheet. Okay. You'll have a URL here. Console sign in URL. Okay. Copy this. Paste it here. Just user ID, password. That's it. That's it. Yeah, try to log in. Okay.
I was able to log in.
Yeah, done. Done, done. So yeah, so this is enough for the AWS GCP. I'll show you later after 2 or 3 days. Once the main topics are done, I'll show you how to register this thing. Okay, in the GCP as well. Okay, today we have done with this thing. Let me come back again. Okay, let me go to drive draw.io. Draw.io. Okay, so we already discussed, right, regarding in the previous class we have discussed about this thing what we call where it is. Sorry, I have opened the wrong one. This is the one. Draw.io. Okay, so we already discussed about this Hadoop one, right? So in the last class we have discussed what is Hadoop, so what are the things we do actually in the real time scenario. Okay, regarding coming back to Snowflake. Okay, all the companies will follow what we call this Hadoop architecture only. Okay, so in the Snowflake, we don't have this data lake concept. Okay, data lake nothing but we don't have any storage buckets into the Snowflake. So that is the reason most of the companies what they do, they either store in the cloud or they store in the on-premises. On-premises nothing but in the on-premises they will install this HDFS module related to Hadoop. Okay, so in the real-time scenario, what will happen? Okay, there is a user, web user, this user what he will do, he will go to the marketing, he do the business, okay, and then at the end of the day he upload everything into the assume everything into this HDFS, okay, into this HDFS. So why we are not able to load directly into the Snowflake? Because Snowflake doesn't have its own HDFS module, nothing but the data lake module. That is the reason he will either upload in the server or in the cloud. Okay, so if you take the AWS, right? So we have a service called S3. Okay, we have a service called S3. So this is like a Google Drive. Okay, this S3 is like a Google Drive where we can create buckets and folders. Inside the folders, I can upload all the files and everything. Okay, so like that for the GCP we have Google Cloud Storage. For Azure we have a blob storage. Okay, when it comes to on-premises, what they do, they will install this HDFS module, Hadoop File System Storage, HDFS image, Hadoop HDFS. Let me copy this, paste it here. Okay, on top of the server, they will install this HDFS module. Copy, paste, paste it here. Done. Okay, now. if you take on-premises server, what they do, they install this HDFS on the VPS server. Okay. Now you got it right. So Snowflake doesn't have any data lake. Snowflake doesn't have any data lake. Okay, it will depend either on cloud environment or this VPS environment. Okay, you need to remember one thing. In the starting of the class, we have discussed while creating Snowflake account, we have choose the cloud account, right? AWS, Azure, or GCP. That is completely different from this module. Okay, remember this point. Again, I'm repeating. While registering the account, we have chosen some cloud provider, right? That is different from the our cloud provider. So this cloud provider is related to Snowflake account. So whatever the account you are seeing, right? It's our account. Okay, it's with our name, right? This is with my name. Okay, whatever the account that has been created in the Snowflake, okay, that is related to Snowflake account, Snowflake company account, where we cannot access that account. That is completely different from this account. Okay, for processing the files, we use some third party, either cloud or on-premises environment. Okay, so now, to do this ETL means what? Extracting. Okay, first it need to connect to the multiple source system. It need to extract the data and transform it and load it into the tables of Snowflake. Okay, so to do this ELT or ETL, okay, so we have two different options. Okay, so Snowflake has provided inbuilt functions or inbuilt objects for this cloud. Okay, and for the VPS, right, we don't have any other options. What we need to do, we need to use this put command. Okay, in the Snowflake, we need to create a folder. We call it as a stage. Okay, in the Databricks, it will be called as a volume. Okay, in the Snowflake, we call it as stage. In the Databricks, we call it as a volume. Okay, for here we cannot load directly from the server. What we need to do by using this put command, first we need to put all the files into the stage. From stage only we can load it into the tables. When it comes to cloud environment, right, AWS, Azure, or GCP, we have multiple objects. By using those objects, we can create a external stage, which means we will create a connection between this and this Snowflake. Okay, what are the files are available in this folder? That files you can see it here. Getting it right? Any doubts? Okay, so here we are moving the files physically into the folder. Here, what we are doing, we are virtually viewing the files which are available in the AWS. Okay, for the cloud, we can access it directly from the Snowflake. We will, with the help of storage integration. Okay, with the help of the storage integration object, we can create a direct connection between the AWS bucket to the Snowflake. But when it comes to VPS server or on-premises server, we need to put all the files physically into the stage. From stage, we load into the table. Here, whatever the data I'm getting it right, I'm directly getting it from the storage integration object. Nothing but it is, we are getting connection from S3 to tables with the help of the storage integration. Clear? Any doubts? Are you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
So you don't have any doubts, right? It's clear, right?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, done. Okay. Yeah, that's it about the file loading into the Snowflake. Okay, so every day we'll receive multiple files in multiple folders. Okay, by using this copy command, we load all the data into the tables. Okay, if it is a cloud, with the help of storage integration, we will build connection with the cloud directly. When it comes to on-premises, we will create one internal stage. We'll load all the files from internal stage to stages, Snowflake stages, by using this put command. Okay, so that's it about this. And yeah, let me start today's class. So yesterday we have discussed about the file format. Okay. So what we do using file format, whatever the data I'm getting it from here in the cloud, if we are loading into the table, we use this file format for to do the validations, the data validations. We use this file format. Okay. While loading the data from cloud to tables or from stages to the tables. Okay. We use this file format. Okay. Next. Coming to here, sorry, to the PPT. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about stages. Okay. Tomorrow we'll discuss about unstructured data. Okay. With AWS example. Coming to here. Okay. What is this stages? What is this stages? This we have two type of stage, internal and external. What is the stages? So Snowflake stage is a location on cloud storage where data files are stored for loading data into the Snowflake. Okay, before directly loading into the tables, rather than directly loading into the tables, first what we do, we'll put all the files in the stages, then only we will load into the table. So Snowflake stage is location on a cloud storage where data files are stored for loading the data into Snowflake. Okay, so staging area landing zone is an intermediate storage area used for data processing during the ETL processing. The data staging process sits between the data source and the target data target. So where it is located between source and the target. The stages are between source and the target. Snowflake stages are location where data files are stored, which help us loading data into unloading the database table. The stage location could be internal or external Snowflake environment. Okay. Now, so these stages are classified into three types. What are those three types? One is internal stage, another one is external stage. Okay. Again, this internal stage is classified into three types. What are those? User, table, named stage. In the real-time scenario, we use this named stage. Okay, we'll not use this user stage or table stage. I'll tell you the reason. Okay, so there are two main type of stages. One is external, another one is internal. Okay, external storage stages located outside the Snowflake, such as cloud storage service like Amazon S3, Azure, or this and GCP. Okay, this external stages, this one. Okay, it's a virtual stage. Okay, it doesn't have any, it will not store any data here. What we are doing, we are building connectivity with the S3 bucket into our stages. So whenever you see the files in this particular stage, right, it's nothing but S3 bucket folder. Okay, you are accessing the folder with the help of this external stage. When it comes to internal stage, what you are doing, you are putting the files physically. Okay, managed within the Snowflake, including user stage, table stage, and name stage. Okay, so you are putting the files here physically. Here you are putting the files physically. Here you are building a connection with the cloud environment with the help of this storage integration object. Okay, now this we here in the internal stage. Okay, we have three types. One is user, table, and then named stage. Okay, so we'll discuss those three things now. Okay, user, table, named stage. Okay, so what is this user stage? Okay, whenever I created a user, right? Whenever I created a user, okay, that there is a one stage or one folder are allocated to this particular user. Okay, whenever I created a user, okay, one particular folder is allocated to that particular user. So that folder we call it as user stage. Okay, so I'm using a root user, right? This root user will have a folder that is nothing but named stage. Okay, so sorry, user stage. Okay, so this is the stage. Okay, let me upload some files into here. Let me go to catalog. Okay, let me select this ETL, right? ETL practice. We already have a schema called DWH. So let me go to this DWH. Let me create, see, stage. These are the managed, Snowflake managed. Okay. This is for the creating external stage. Let me create not a table. Stage. This is schema, stage name. This is for creating named stage. Okay. So where I can upload it, forgot it, how to, where we'll upload. This is file format. Let me check. I forgot this thing. User stage, file, upload. Okay. I cannot upload it directly. Got it. Got it. I need to use this put command. Okay. Okay. So coming back, okay, I'll show you how to upload it. Okay. Okay, let me come back to the theory part. I'll show you how to upload these files to user, this table and everything. Okay, so this is a user. Okay, whenever I create a user, so user by default, one folder, or we call it as a stage in the Snowflake. One stage will be created. Whatever the files you want to upload, you can upload into this particular stage. Okay, so there is a one more stage called table stage. Okay, what is this table stage? Whenever you created a table, okay, whenever you created a table, okay, so one stage is created by default, that we call it as a table stage. Okay, if you want to see the files inside that particular table, you need to use this command, list at the rate table. Okay, let me go to this ETL practice. Let me select DWH. And what is the table name we have in this ETL practice? We have a LD cost, right? So for each table, we have a each stage. Okay, getting it right? List of, okay, sorry, LD list, right? So you can see this is a table stage. Okay, so as of now, we have seen two stages. One is user stage, another one is table stage. In the real-time scenario, we mostly will not use any of these two stages. Why? I'll tell you. So if you are using user stage, let me create. This is my Snowflake. What we call a Snowflake warehouse. Okay. Now here I have a stage. Let me create a folder here. This is a user stage. Okay. This is my, let me create my table stage. Okay. One is user, another one is table stage. Let me use user. This is user, another one is, okay, got it right. This is a user, this is a table stage. Okay, the problem is whenever I have uploaded a file, into this user stage, only this user can access that particular folder. Only this user can access that particular folder. So who can load all the data into this table from this user stage to this table? Only the particular user. See, I have uploaded a file into the into the user stage, okay, except that particular user. You see, for example, I am the Pawan, okay, I have logged into my Snowflake account, okay, I have uploaded a file into my user stage, okay, only I am the one who can upload the data into the table. Nobody can access that particular file. So the problem with the user stage is only one user can load the data into multiple tables. One user can load data into multiple tables. Whatever the files I'm placing here, right, I can load it into any table. Okay, when it comes to, let me use this. This is my Snowflake table. Okay, okay, and then I have this user. Okay, he has two options. One is user stage. Another one is table stage. Right. So this is my Snowflake account. I have multiple tables here. I have multiple tables here. This is a table one. Table 1, table 2, and then this is table 3. Okay. Now, now, okay. Now there are other user as well. Okay, there are two users, two stages. Okay, there are two users, and we have user stage and we have named stage. Okay, this user, whenever I created the user stage has been created. Okay, so this stage is related to only this particular person. This second person cannot access this user stage. This guy will have his own user stage. Okay, what is the problem with the user stage? Only one user can access this particular stage. Okay, now he can load what are the files he are placing in the stage, right? He can load it into any table. Getting it right, he can load it into any table. So one user can load data into multiple tables, but another user cannot access this particular stage. Okay, next, when it comes to table stage, how this table stage is creating? Whenever I created a table, automatically this table stage is created. Whenever I created the table stage is creating. Now the problem with this table stage is you can load data only into this particular table. You cannot load data into multiple tables. Okay, multiple users can access this particular stage. Multiple users can access this particular stage, but what are the files you are placing into this particular stage, right? You can load it into only that particular table. So here, many user, single table. Okay, got it right? Any doubts? So when it comes to user stage, you can load data multiple files into multiple tables, but only one user can do that particular operation. When it comes to list stage, right? Sorry, table stage. So multiple users can place the files into the stage, but we can load the data into the related table, not into all the tables. So that is the difference between user stage and table stage. Clear? Any doubts? So
Clear,
if
sir.
doubts you can ask me. Okay, clear, right? So if I want to provide access to all the users and what are the files I'm placing in this table, right? What are the files I'm placing here? Okay, I need to load it into anywhere. Okay, then what I do, I go with this named stage. Okay, so in the named stage, so this is the named stage I have created. This is a named stage where multiple people can access this particular stage, or they can upload all the files. Multiple people can upload all the files, and what are the files are available here, you can place it in any table. You can place it in table A, table B, and then table C. So that is the reason we mostly go with this named stage, not with the user stage or table stage. We mostly go with the named stage. Okay, so user stage is allocated to each user for storing files. To store files that are staged and managed by single user, but can be loaded into multiple tables. Here in the user stage, only single user can access that particular stage, but what are the files are available in that particular stage, he can load it into the multiple tables. Okay, user stages cannot alter or drop. You cannot alter or drop this particular stage. This option is not appropriate if multiple users require access to this file. So you cannot provide access to this particular stage to the multiple users. Okay, only single user can access this. When it comes to table stage, okay, a table stage is available for each table created in the Snowflake. Whenever you are creating a table, this table stage is automatically created. Table stage have the same name as the table. Okay, this stage having the same name as a table. Okay, when if you want to access the user, you need to use this symbol. Okay, I don't know what this symbol meaning is, but you need to use this symbol. When it comes to table stage, right, you need to call it with the table name. If you want to access this table stage, right, you need to call it with the table name. Let me change here so that you will easily understand. This is table name. Done. Coming back, coming back. Okay. To store file that are managed by one or more users. Okay. This stage can be accessed by one or more users, but only load it into a single table. You cannot load it into multiple tables. What are the files you are placing in that particular stage, right? Uh, you cannot load it into multiple tables. All the files need to be loaded into the single table. So this table stage cannot be alter or drop. Note the table stage is not separate database object. Rather, it is a implicit stage tied to the table itself. It's not a external object. It is tied with the table. Okay. And the last one is named stage. Named internal stage is database object created in schema to store file stage and managed by one or more users and loaded into one or more tables. Okay, you can store the files in one or more one or more people can access that particular folder and they can load data into multiple tables. So to create this one we need to create explicitly, like create stage name. That's it. Okay. To access this we need to use this one. Same, everything is same. See, user, right? At the rate, this one, user stage, percentage table name. So here, for the table stage, right, we will direct different, like this directly. Okay, the difference between table stage and user stage is in the table stage we use percentage symbol. For the named stage, we will not use that particular percentage symbol. That is the major difference, nothing much. Okay, so this stage I need to create explicitly, right? So create stage. So I am in the ETL practice and DWS schema. So this stage will be created under this table and this schema. Let me create what we call CRM ERP data. So this is my stage name. Created. Now, if I want to view the files, so I need to call list at the rate stage name. Here I'm calling with at the rate percentage table name. If I want to see the user stage, I need to use this symbol. Okay. So all these three stages are empty. What happened exactly? Okay. All these three stages are empty. If I want to load the data, I want to load the data. Okay. Why we use this external stage? 1 minute. Okay, sorry. Okay, so when we use these three stages only for this what we call the on-premises environment. Okay, whenever I want to place the files from on-premises to this stage, right? Then I use this what we call this named stages. Okay, this internal stages. Okay, now I want to load data from here to here, right? Okay, to load the data, first what we need to do, we need to install the Snowflake CLI. For that one, go to Google, Snowflake CLI. Click on here. Let me go back, install. So I want to install in the Windows. Hmm. Documents. Let me install first SnowSQL. Snowflake SQL download. Why it's opening all documents only? Let me come here to this. Okay. Let me paste this link in the chat. Okay. Click on Windows. I'm using Windows. If you are Mac user, click on Mac. So this NoSQL is downloaded. Let me execute this. So here you have list of versions. Click on next. This it will install. Install. It doesn't take much time. It will install very quickly. We have done this NoSQL. Close this. Close this. Okay. So these two things are required. Okay. One is NoSQL for. Okay, I'll tell you why this we require this Snowflake. Okay, it's already installed, right? Sorry. Okay. So this is already installing. Hello, it. Okay, it is done. Okay. So I have installed. One is Snowflake SQL. Another one is Snowflake CLI. Let me run this. Next, install. Okay. So I'm installing total two Snowflake softwares. One is this CLI. Another one is SQL. Okay. Done. Both are installed. Let me paste it here. Done. Okay. What is the use of the SQL? What is the use of the CLI? Okay. CLI is like an environment, Snowflake environment, where you want to build a connection between the outside this thing, this VPS to this stage or VPS to the Snowflake, right? So if you want to build a connection for placing the files, we need this CLI. Okay. CLI is like an environment where we can, which will helpful for connecting with the Snowflake account. When it comes to SnowSQL, right? Why we use SnowSQL? Okay. Now, in the real-time scenarios, okay, if you are working for banks or insurance companies, they will not allow you to execute it through the web portal, okay, the Snowflake portal. Then what you need to do? You need to use this CLI. What you need to do? You need to use this CLI, nothing but a command prompt. Whatever the testing you want to do, you need to do the testing by using this command prompt. Then this SnowSQL will be helpful for you. Clear? Any doubts? Confusing? Confusing, doubt, anything? Just need your inputs here. So if you have some doubts, you can ask me. I'll explain it again one more time. Team.
No, sir.
Okay, done. So let me connect. Let me connect. So to connect in the command prompt, so cmd, let me execute this snowflake minus v to check the snowflake version. Okay, first time, right? It takes some time. Okay, so let it be, let it take some time. Okay, to build a connection, right, with the snowflake account. Okay, I need to use this command. Okay, what is this command? You can see the snowflake version is 1.4.4. Let me go to the notepad. Let me paste this. Okay, what is this account number? Where I'll get this account number? So go to your snowflake account. Here you have an option connect tools to snowflake. Here you can find this username. Okay, this is my account name, and then the username is root. Let me try to connect using this. There is a lag here. It is taking so much time for connecting with the snowflake. Okay, let me enter my password. So password will not be visible for you. Fail to connect. Okay, incorrect username you are specified. I'll do one thing. Let me put it in small letters. It's not, doesn't matter, but let me copy and paste this time. Let me copy and paste this time. Okay, I forgot to add 1.8 here. That is the reason. Okay. Right click on it. It will be pasted. Click on enter. Now see, I have connected to my Snowflake account. So here, by default, it has taken this compute warehouse. Okay, but no database, no schema. So where I want to upload this file, I want to upload this file into this ETL practice. So to set that one, what is the command we need to use? Use database name, right click. Semicolon is mandatory here. So database is selected. You can see that ETL practice is selected. Now I want to change from public to DWS schema. Use schema. Okay, DWH. Okay, so I have connected to this database and this schema. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll create a table here now. Let me create a table. Okay, before that, let me create some tables for loading the data. So I have these CRM files with me. Go to here. I have some CRM files in the data sets. Okay, you can access these particular files in go to the document 2026. Okay, in this document you will have a left side, you will have an option for the project. You can see here there is a concept called project. In the project you will have an option data sets where you can download it from there. So you are in project, there is option for data sets. Go here and download all the 6 files. Okay, CRM ERP folders. Download all these 6 files. So now I want to load this product info. Let me go to my snows. Let me create that particular table. Let me go here. Okay, I don't want to create a table, right? DWH. Create table from file. Browse. Go to this CRM folder, dataset, CRM folder, prod info. So let me create a table called create new table, products, data, underscore data. Okay. Next. Okay, let me select shows equal. Let me create this table. Close it. Let me create this table. Okay, now I have table ready. Okay, I have a file. Okay, I have this table ready. Now I have the files in my server nothing but laptop. Assume this laptop is a server. Okay, in the server I have installed the Snowflake CLI. Okay, to run the Snowflake commands to execute this Snowflake command side, we definitely need the CLI. So I have installed that particular CLI. Okay, so everything is there ready, and everything I have done, the environment setup is done properly. Okay, now the files are available in my internal folders or internal server. Now I want to put the files from here to here. Okay, so in the Snowflake side, I have three options. So either I can go with the user stage or named stage or a table stage. Okay, whenever I created this table, right? Whenever I created this particular table, this prod cell, prod data, sorry, let me put it here. Okay, do not use this double quotes while creating the table. It will be hectic for us to manage. Let me drop this table. Let me remove this. I already in the DWS schema, right? So I don't need to mention all these things. Let me create this table. Unexpected syntax. Now let me see here. This is my table stage. Now if I want to load data into the table, I have three stages, right? One is I want to load data from this. If I want to load this file into the table, I have three options to place these files. Okay, I cannot load directly into the table. First, what I need to do, I need to place it in the stage. Then I can load the data into table. Okay, oh, sorry. Yeah, now, now I have these three options. One is named stage, user stage, and then table stage. Now, if I want to put the file into this place, into the here, okay, then what I need to do, I need to use this command. What is the command? Put the path, upload the file to the stage. Here I have provided the steps. Just go with the steps. Let me move further. Okay, then what I need to use? I need to use this put command. What this put command will do, whatever the files you are mentioning here, that files from local server, that files from the server, it will place into the Snowflake stage. It will place into the Snowflake stage. Okay, so this is the command we use for placing the file from your local system or server into the Snowflake account. To put the files, we use this put command. Okay, now, okay, let me copy this into the notepad. Okay, so the problem with the problem is like I have some spaces or some special characters. It's somewhat like we need to put it in the single quote. Okay, we don't have that much time. That is the reason I'm putting into this user. Okay, I'll place it here. You got it right, what I'm saying? I'm saying like if there is a spaces or any special characters, right, we need to use a single quote. Okay, to validate that one, it takes some time. That is the reason I'm not using that. So I'm putting all the files into this particular folder. Let me paste. Okay. The file name is rename it, copy, and then this is the one CSV file. And the second C, let me put the file here. I'll put in three stages. One is this. Let me go back again. Let me copy this. Let me use user folder. Paste it here. Okay. Okay. If I want to load the data into the user stage, I need to use this symbol. This is the symbol I need to use. What is this symbol called? I don't know what exactly this symbol called. This symbol, what we call this symbol? Any idea?
It's called something tilted, something, I guess.
Tilted, okay.
Yeah, so exactly.
Okay. So first I'm loading this custom info file into the user stage. Okay. And then this prod is there, right? This prod file. This prod file I'm loading into. This prod file I'm naming into, sorry, they're not bad, right? Prod info. Let me put this as a prod info. I have created my own stage, right? That is a CRM ERP data. I load it into this. Okay. So this is user stage, table stage, and this is name stage. Okay. Name stage need to be created explicitly. The name stage need to be created explicitly. So let A need to fix the path. Fix the path. Okay. So here we'll not use this slash symbols. We need to use like these symbols, backslash symbols. So that is the that is the thing. So it has done. Okay. You got it right. So we have used like this. This these are wrong. Okay, we need to use like this. So that is the reason I have used ChatGPT. Let me put the file. Okay. So let me put the file, this file into the user stage. Okay. Now you see I have logged in as a root user. Okay. This file will be placed in the this particular root user stage. Okay. Now let me put this file in the table stage. Okay. The file has been placed. After placing, it has been what we call compressed. Okay. Next, let me place the files in table stage. Okay. So I have placed these three files in three different stages. Okay. If you go to the Snowflake, you can see, if I call this username, you can see the customer file. Okay. If I call this table stage, I can see this file. Okay. Product file. And in the name stage as well, I have placed this particular file. Okay. But here the file is placed in CRP ERP data folder. Okay. So that's it. Okay. That's it. So we have all the files are available as mentioned before. You cannot load the data. Okay, you cannot load data. See, if I have logged in as a Pawan cannot access this particular stage. Okay. Now, so whatever the files are available, right? So this file, whatever the files are available in the stable stage, this file I can load it into only this product data table. I cannot load it into another table. So real time we use this stage, named stage, where any user can access this particular stage. If that particular user having the access, he can access this particular file and he can load the data into multiple tables. Okay. To load the data from stage to table, we have a copy command, copy into. So from where we need to load the copy. So from this table, copy into this from this. Okay. Okay. We'll end up the class 2 minutes. Okay. Tilt. Okay. It will be done in 2 minutes. Okay. Not take much time. Okay, so what we are doing, we are loading the data into this product table, copy into this table from this stage. Okay, here file format is mandatory. If you want, you can use custom file format, or you can use you can create a file format in the copy command itself. I'm creating some file format, CSV, skip header one, this. On error, if there is any error with the data, if there is a null mismatch or something, some errors will be there, right? It will not stop loading the data. It will continue. It will skip that particular rows and it will load the remaining data. Okay, let me execute this command. Okay, I have executed a number of processed is 397. 397 records has been inserted into the table. Select star from this. You can see 400 records, around 400 records are inserted into the table. So you got it right. So we cannot access the file directly from the VPS servers. Okay. So we need to install SnowSQL in the cloud. We install Snowflake CLI. Okay. Then what we do, we from here from the server we run this put command and we'll put it into the stage. From stage by using copy command we load it into the table. So this is what we do in the real time. Clear? Any doubts? Okay, that's it, guys. So tomorrow we'll see how to load data from AWS to the table. Tomorrow I'll show you how to load data from AWS to the table. Okay, any doubts?
Sir, will you be able to follow up with the person who has access to the
Okay.
videos record?
Okay, I'll ping in the group itself. Okay, you people call him. Okay, I intimated him this guy multiple times.
Okay.
He's not. He'll say he will do it, but he's not doing it. Let me. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, you can ping me anytime. Okay, I'll help you out. Thanks all.
Okay.
We'll connect
Thank you, sir.
tomorrow.